We're live. Well, hey everyone, welcome to Wine and Tarot. This lovely late afternoon here in the on the East Coast, evening in the UK, and what is it? Still morning for you, practically.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's 1 o'clock.
Early afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird how the time is just so different. You know, you're a half a day earlier than me. You know.
Well, think about Hen. I mean, she's tomorrow, right?
She's in Tomorrow World now. Yeah. Just woke up in Tomorrow World. So hey everyone. Obviously, this is Jillie, Little Zen Crone, and with me is my wonderful friend and partner in fuckery from Wandering Mountain Bardic Path.
There you go.
Or as Robin has just said.
No.
Oh, okay. She says she doesn't really want to be known as that, but I think it's really cute.
It's hilarious.
I'm going to find it.
Wamo Bapa.
Wamo Bapa. I think I like
Fucking
it.
Robin.
So it could be considered. It sounds a little like we're appropriating, so maybe we won't. But I still think it's cute. Cute AF.
Cute AF. And Chris started the whole F-bomb thing in the chat, so we can blame him.
He knows it. He knows it. All right. So first in was wonderful Zane. What a great interview you did today with Simon at the Hermit's Cave.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was reminiscent of his time with me. I just love talking to Zane. He is who he is on online, and he's such fun to talk to. And once you get talking, you could really you could talk forever.
Yeah, he's my yummy energy friend. I just love him.
He does have yummy energy. All right. And then there's Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Hey.
Hi.
And here's our friend Robin, and we have Hen, lovely Hen.
Hen Henry.
Yeah, Hen Henry. And Chris Kelly. Hey fuckers. Hey. Oh yeah. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Hi Kim. Who else is here? Hey Claire. How are you, dear friend? And oops. I saw somebody and then I lost them. I saw somebody new. So
Jackie Jacaranda is here.
Jackie.
Love the Jackie.
Here, woman. And there's oh, okay. It's the end of Hen's channel name. I'm thinking, who's Transformation? I don't know this person.
Oh, Sage Advice is here too.
Naomi's here. Sage Advice is here. Gosh, Jonathan's here. Aloha.
Aloha.
Is my friend Apollo Poliali with you? Yesterday I was speaking with Jonathan on the phone, and Apollo was in the background saying, Jillie, Jillie, Jillie. So I told him he's my new friend and his name is Apollo Poliali. So hi, everyone, and welcome.
Gerald's here too. He just popped in.
Hey, Gerald. All right, so it's 1 o'clock in your afternoon. You're not drinking wine, are you?
No, I'm having a protein shake.
Because you're healthy and you're going to make me, you're going to throw me right under the bus with that shit.
Well, when you're running, you're burning extra. So you need as much as you can get. So, yeah. Well, and I had class this morning. Yeah, I had class this morning, and our class ran with Kelly Fitzgerald from 8 a.m. until noon today. So it's like I started breakfast with them and coffee and ended up with lunch. So it was fantastic.
So here's the deal. I got a little bit of bad Chinese food. Again, from the same place. So I think I'm done with Chinese. So my stomach's a little bit upset. So I'm drinking a little bit of Coke, but I am going to have a little sip of wine. And this is one that Mr. Honey got me, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and it's open. So I want to, you can't have it open for too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Run Wild. So I'm going to pour a little bit of that into my cup that Mendy, who can't be with us today, sent me for my birthday. And it says, not a day over fabulous.
Mm-hmm. And that is you to a T.
Thank you. You guys make me feel so good. I just need to like bottle you all up and put you in my pocket. All right. I'm having a little smidge here. All right. So cheers, everyone. What's everybody drinking in your abodes?
Yeah, what you guys got? Jonathan's casting us to the television, so he might miss some of the chat, he says.
Okay. What are you drinking, Jonathan?
Water, I bet.
Probably water, yeah. Something really healthful. I know that Jackie probably has something of the alcoholic nature, as well as Naomi might as well. My girls, yeah. So I'm waiting for the. Oh, you have a little macchiato, a latte macchiato. Wait a minute, it's pretty great. Oh, Tarot Token Witchery Cherry Pepsi.
Yep, Jackie's got her wine. Whoop, whoop.
Oh no, you're trimming your druid craft and making a total arse out of it. Oh, yeah. Jen's got coffee. Surprise, surprise, hen.
You should have sent it to me, Chris. I would have done it.
Oh.
I'd even paint it for you. Such a process. But it's so pretty when it's done.
All right. Well, speaking of tarot modding debacles, while we're waiting for people to tell us what they have in their glass.
Shit.
I have a story. Let's talk.
Okay. So I ordered a deck that I wanted for a while, but it wasn't out there. Second printing of the World Spirit Tarot. So I get it. It's got a black border. They're black, they're dark cards, but it's got this white edge. And I'm like, oh, I can't have that. So I get out my Black Vinyl Pro Sharpie that's going to give this nice gloss finish. And I start modding and I get 15 cards in and shit.
I bet you said something else.
I did. I said, fuck.
Okay.
The back edge, or the back portion of the deck, the bottom right-hand corner is chunked, damaged. And I'm like, well, there goes that right down the drain because I started modding. I can't send it back. So, yeah, Jonathan, you do know this story. So, I contacted the creator and she, I told her, I said, it's my bad. I've already modded it. There's not a fucking thing that you can do for me. I get that. But I want you to know that there's possibly a batch out there that you're going to get some complaints that you've got, a chunked up corner. So basically what I did is I got out my corner rounder, trusty dusty, and I corner rounded the whole thing. And there was only one card I couldn't really fix, and that's the Magician. And she offered, she says, I will, I can replace some of the cards from my own personal stash if you'd like. And I said, I fixed every single one of them, edged them all. The only one I really can't fix is the Magician. So hopefully she hasn't come back to me yet, but hopefully she'll come back to me and say, yep, I'll pop the Magician in the mail or something like that.
Oh my God, what a palaver though.
Well, it's my own fucking fault. I mean, come on, I just dove in.
You are a, you're an experienced modder. So really, yes. Yes. So the lesson of the story is?
Look before you leave.
Look through your cards.
Yeah. Well, I always count the cards, right? And I make sure that they're all there. I always do that. And I did that with this deck, but I wasn't looking like that. You know, I just went bing, 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 bing. Here's, you know, here's all the cards. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I do remember I got a deck this week, but now I'm not going to be able to show it. Okay, so Jackie, my girl, she's got Californian Merlot in her glass. And this Run Wild is a red blend.
Nice, Gerald.
Sage Advice, another, she has Yingling Flight, which is a light lager, and Yingling beer is like not too, their brewery is not too far from me in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Tarot Stash, Gerald says, Druidcraft is on my list. Why do you not have it already?
Why do you not have that?
What?
I pull pigtails. Gerald, what?
Oh, I thought you said you don't have it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. No, that's on my altar.
Oh, I have 3 copies. And
I modded and painted mine. Mine's painted. Mine's hand painted.
Oh my gosh, the book is the best. Yes, PA Proud, Sage Advice. You're right. Hey, wayward sunny girl lurking. Love you. I think she says she's got coffee in hand. Okay.
So did you see what Gerald said, though, about the modding? He says, don't be a fool before doing a deck mod.
I have 2 copies of Druidcraft. Oh, you have 2 copies.
Oh, you're going to do a mod of it this year. Got it.
Listen.
Okay. We forgive you now.
Everybody knows my story about my Druidcraft mod, but I have to say, you know, I mentioned to our wonderful Elle once that I don't mod decks because, you know, I can't see well.
Jackie Jacaranda, get on it. Get that deck.
Does she not have it?
No.
Get that deck and get your daughter to mod it because she does a beautiful job. The edges of it are like they're machine cut. I've never seen anything like it. They're absolutely beautiful, and she edged it beautifully for me as well.
Yeah, that's what mine end up looking like. Not patting myself.
Listen.
Yes, it made me snort, Gerald. Again, sorry. It's even worse with the braces. I seem to snort quite a bit with the braces.
There you go. I got I'm just, my oven's on because I got a Misfits box today. Do you guys know what Misfits are? It's the produce box.
Gotcha.
I mean, I was talking to Kristen about it, and I said it's better than Ipsy. I mean, it comes in this huge box, and you bring it in and you unpack it, and you can customize the box. So I knew what I was getting, but between the time you order it and the time you get it, you can't do that. Well, I had ordered fresh beets because I love them.
Jen's here.
I got the biggest beets. They're like the size of a softball, easily, if not bigger. 2 of them. So they're in the oven roasting, and I need to remember that they're there.
My mom used to do this beet and sour cream salad, and I'm not a beet fan, but she loved it. That was a back east thing. It was a New York thing. The
wow. I've never, oh my gosh, I've never had that. I would like to try that.
I have her recipe if you want me to dig it out.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Say hi to Jen.
I'm assuming Jen's Balanced Tarot is here, but I don't see her yet. She's not up in my feed. But hey, Jen.
Yep. She's here.
All right. So what else is new in your tarot collection this month? Or
let's see. Blame It on Simon. I finally bought the Gil Tarot. I really like that. And then of course the Zany. Whoop whoop. Here it is. That's and it's edged now, all nice and pretty black vinyl. But yeah, that's I think the most recent in the last couple of days. Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys know, I'm doing a year of living intentionally. So I'm not supposed to, well, I mean, I have to question myself really hard if I'm going to buy more than one deck in a quarter.
I'm living intentionally as well, Jill. I'm intentionally buying.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what happened. So we all know I just failed, right? So
yeah.
So I had this debacle with my Zoracle, which I call it Xenical, but I'll do what everybody else does, the Zoracle. So I had a debacle with that where I purchased it and I knew that they were like slow to deliver, but I kept looking for it and looking for it. It was like 3 weeks later and it still wasn't here. So I went back and looked in my history, and here somehow my credit card information got mixed up. Like it had the right credit card information, but it had Mark's name, so they wouldn't put it through. So I fixed that. So now
I'm not going to tell you either.
Yeah, no. Oh no, it was pending. So that released. So now that's on its way. I ordered because I'm really afraid that at some point it's just not going to be available. And I've done this so many times and kicked myself for it. I ordered Dame Darcy's Mermaid deck, and that did arrive. And then there was today. And what did I do this morning? What did I do? I got my coffee and I went into the Hermit's Cave to watch CC&C. What did I buy? The Zany Tarot. So it's on its way.
Yay!
Good. I'm excited.
Good. So did they provide you with a link, I hope?
Hi, Liminal Lark. Did who provide me with a link?
In CC&C, did they provide you with a link? I find Make Playing Cards the most difficult site.
I provided the links for everybody for that deck.
Oh, good for you.
Like 2 times. So yeah, I had the link. Oh gosh, we have new people. Fairy Wren Whispers. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I think this is your first time with me. Liminal Lark. Hello. And that's it. Yes, hooray for the Zany Tarot. I'm so excited for the things that Zane has going on here. You know?
I don't want to give him like this big ego where he can't fit through the door.
Look.
But I've seen the stuff that he's working on, and it just tickles me, and I love it, and I'm eating it up, and I just think that he's fantastic, and he just needs to keep that little, when I was a kid in school, they always say, put your thinking cap on, right?
Yep.
He's got to keep that creative cap on, because
we have a lot of creative people in our community, and it's just it's so wonderful. It really is wonderful to see. And not just, we have deck creators, but we have authors and poets and all kinds of creative people. And then there's knitters. Have those too. All right. So I wanted to ask you, you and I have known each other for a long time, and we've been pretty close over the last 6 months or so. And I feel like I know the story, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether I've actually heard the whole story about how you came to start using tarot and how you fell in love with it.
Sure. It's weird because I don't know that it's one of those things that, hi, Kristen. I'm not sure if it's one of those things that, I fell in love with. More that it's, it sounds, I don't know, it sounds snobby. More that it's like living and breathing.
Yeah.
It's just part of who I am.
Yeah.
So I think I know I was 16. My mom, pagan druid, very much into all the earth magic and stuff. And I don't mean magic, you know what I mean? But anyway, she introduced me to tarot when I was a kid, when I was 16.
God, you're so lucky. So I did that for my daughters. In my household, I never even knew what tarot was. I didn't know that tarot was a thing. I knew about fortune tellers, But I didn't know about reading cards until I got married for the first time. And my then husband's grandmother read from a deck of cards. But I didn't know the actual tarot cards until 2004.
The thing that my mom had to teach me, though, was that not everybody has tarot in their life, and not everybody understands that, tarot isn't from the devil, or, some
Justin?
bad thing.
Justin's here.
Oh, hey, I thought he was going to make it.
Me too. I thought he was at dinner at his mom's.
Oh, he's just popping in.
Oh, thanks, Justin. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jamie. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. It's been an interesting journey with it, but I've always had crystals and rocks, and there are some folks, and it's okay that they think that way, but they see this as just paper, right? I see this as an embodiment of coming and talking to me and whatnot. I don't look at it as just paper. It speaks to me. So when I was a little kid, my mom recognized in me abilities that I'm thankful she did, because she cultivated those abilities, the ability to see aura and people's colors and, things like that. And so she fostered that in me, so that I didn't lose that over time, because a lot of times you have little kids, they can see amazing things, but life kind of beats them down, and that stuff is kind of taken away from them. And I was lucky in that that wasn't taken away from me. It was fostered, it was encouraged, it was, all those good, yummy things.
I think you and I have talked about this with my daughter, with my youngest daughter. She saw colors when she was little, a little girl, all the time. And then I really think that we lose the ability to see, or to, whatever those things are, that those, I was going to say powers. I don't think of them as really powers, but those abilities that we have.
Innocence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We lose them at about school age, when, you say to somebody, oh, you're blue today. And the person says, what the hell are you talking? What are you talking about? Or you have teachers that say, you need to stop talking like that. That kind, or anybody. We really tried to foster it with Rachel, but she, I think people in school and stuff really shut her down.
Well, the interesting thing is, so I went to 3 different schools. So I had Druid stuff with my mom. I went to shul, which is Jewish school, right? And I went to Catholic school. So it was interesting, because it was at that time in my life that, in my mom's life, very powerful feminist woman that didn't necessarily look at herself as a feminist. She was just a very powerful woman, and people didn't fuck around with her. You know what I mean? She presented herself that way. And so, sometimes her kid would talk about, colors in Catholic school, and she would get sent to Sister Bridget, the principal, and the principal would call my mom, and my mom would come in, and we'd have a discussion. And thank God Sister Bridget was a cool kind of gal, and she didn't shut me down. In shul, even the rabbi was like, he would say to my mom, Llewellyn, what's the kid doing? And there would be a discussion. So thankfully I didn't get shut down. The only side of the family that shut it down would be my dad's side, but it didn't matter. It was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think so you've had an eclectic kind of upbringing too, just with your spiritual life.
Yeah, I called myself a Jewatholic for a long time.
Yeah, I called myself an Episcopal, because I was raised in the Episcopal Church, and I loved and still love the Episcopal Church. I just can't say the creed,
Yeah.
But
I still remember all that stuff. It was it gets whacked into you.
It does. I think I can't say that it got whacked into me, but it definitely was, I don't know, engraved on my soul, because if you start the mass, I can go through the whole thing.
Right.
Even now.
Yeah, well, you know, we were stuck in chapel or in the church every Wednesday morning, and I got whacked on the back of the head a couple of times because there were cherubs up in the cathedral top. And so, you know, Father's up there talking, and I'm up here, I'm like this, and I'm counting, right?
Oh my
And
God.
my first grade teacher, I was in third grade at this point, but my third grade teacher, she and I did not get along. She was the hard East Coast nun, no compassion for children. She should not have been a teacher, but she would come along and bat me on the back of the head and tell me to pay attention. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And then she'd catch me.
Yeah, that stuff definitely happened to us at school.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's a pretty cool story, though, that your mom really encouraged that. I taught both my girls to read. My boys had no interest whatsoever. My oldest son is like this. He's a hardcore Catholic and just thinks that I'm pretty much evil. So what can I do?
My brother thinks the same of me. It's okay.
And was definitely not the mom he wanted. Yes, that. Yeah. And hasn't spoken to me in 5 years. So, you know. But my youngest son, I think he's had an eye-opening just since Thursday night when he sat with me while I was in Chris's live, and Chris was reading cards, and he was like, I don't get it, Mom. I just don't get it. So I was sort of explaining to him as, we went along how I feel about the cards, which is, I just feel like that it's divine wisdom. I think it's stuff that the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, is trying to let us know about.
So Kristen Louise commented on the changes in the mass instead of it being also with you. They've gone to the literal translation, but I'll tell you, Kristen and Gerald both, it will always be for me also with you. That's ingrained in who I am, and going to church every week for 3 years. Oh, they're talking about a part of the mass.
Now they say, and with your spirit instead of and also with you. Oh,
yeah, because that's the literal translation.
Yeah, that sounds weird to me too.
Yeah, it sounds very bizarre. Yeah, but back in the day when my aunt, she was 30 years older than I, and back in the day you used to thump your chest at certain points in the mass, and they stopped doing that.
Oh gosh, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, first of all, they grew up with mass in Latin, and then after Vatican II, they went to a Polish Catholic church, so the masses were in Polish. And it was just before I came on the scene in that family that things went to English. But yeah, thumping on the chest, and then at the gospel.
Yeah, kissing your thumb, all that good jazz.
Yeah.
Ritual, man. It's funny. The Catholics, I used to get into trouble, the biggest pagans, because of all the ritual, right?
I love the ritual.
Me too.
I do. I love the ritual. I love all of it. Gosh, we're getting into a religious discussion here.
Sorry. We can veer it off. You can read what Gerald said. That's pretty funny.
Okay, I will, but I do want to say this. Like, I definitely, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believed he walked the face of the earth. I just don't believe in the way they want us to believe he was born. I believe that he was a son of God, not the son of God.
So you want my so this is not to offend anybody that's in the chat that is
oh yeah, please,
tarot slinger Christian, because I honor your way of life, just honor mine too, you know. When I was a little kid, you know, going to Catholic school, you had to color the pictures, right? And I've told you this story a million times. You have to color the pictures, and there was the excuse me, the typical picture of the blonde Jesus, you know. And I got in trouble for telling a nun that Jesus was a black man. And I got in trouble for telling a nun or writing on my paper, Jesus was a nice man, but he wasn't the Messiah.
Oh boy.
I got called down to the principal for that one too, but
oh boy.
But I believe too. I mean,
yeah,
I think Jesus was a good guy, you know.
Oh, Debbie just said something that I wanted to read. She said, my mom went to Catholic boarding school. She used to get in trouble for short sheeting the nuns' bed and putting frogs in their rooms.
Oh.
Yes, I love your mother.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been me. And then I just read Gerald's where he says, when I hear may the force be with you.
Yep. I
do the same thing. And also with you. Yeah, for sure. I think that it's grounding how those things are just really they're parts of who we are. We can't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Any other new decks?
No, I mean, I've gotten quite a few, but those were the last. I did get the Pulp Tarot, but I'm going to send that on to Alex. It's not, yeah, we're not connecting. So I told him I'd send it to him as a backup. So
nice. How's your young friend doing? Jacob?
Oh, Jacob, he's fine. He's good.
Cool. And he's doing well with the tarot?
Yeah, he's using the Naked Heart this month.
I love that deck.
Yeah, so he's been sending me some pictures saying, you know, gosh, I love this card. And I think he got the 4 of Cups today, and it's got a beautiful panda on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good kid.
I love that. He is a good kid, and I really like that deck. Mm-hmm. All right, we are at 32 minutes. Do you want to do our spread for the day?
Sure.
All right, everybody get your cards ready. I'm going to put my wine away so nothing spills.
Whoop, whoop. That'd be best.
So now everybody can see my pantry.
Yep. She's got Bush's beans in there.
I do. That's the case. All right. What are we doing?
So one of the things that I noticed, and I'm not excluding myself from this conversation because everybody has a down day, you know, but I found that with, I've talked to Jonathan about this before, and I talked to Kelly Fitzgerald a couple of days ago about this, but with COVID and lockdown and everybody going inward, right, that I find that folks think that the overall feeling is that they're not enough, right? And if there's one thing I can tell, especially some of my friends that are in the chat and stuff, you are enough, you know, you really are. So the spread's called I Am Enough.
How many cards?
4.
Okay.
And I did a pre-shuffle and a layout. So, and Jonathan agreed kindly to do the graphic and post it for us after after the live, because that's just not my forte of graphic stuff, and he's so fabulous at it, so he agreed to do that for us.
Thank you, Jonathan. You're a wonderful moderator.
He's lovely.
He is. Thank you to all my moderators, by the way.
Yeah, Chris, get your cards, man. You are the emperor. Get your cards.
Oh man, do I want to just, it's 4 cards. Do I want to just lay out 4? Or do I want to go card by card?
I would lay out 4. That's how I did it.
Okay, here we go. I'm reading.
You want me to read you the questions while you lay them out?
No, we'll go card by card.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm reading with Journey of the Sacred Bee.
Oh, I'm Zany Tarot.
Zany.
And Chris is using the Zany too. Yay. Jamie, if I sent you the graphic, you can post it yourself. Well, yeah, I could. But Jonathan. Anyway, first card. It's a card describing my potential.
Wow. So this card is me 3 times this week.
Okay.
And it's the King of Pentacles. He was also in my, I think he was the last card of my, the last cards of my gratitude spread, gratitude week.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful card.
It is a beautiful card. And I love how that, like, I don't know what you want to call it, labyrinth, whatever it is going on there is circled right at the King's third eye. So I'm sorry, what was the prompt again?
A card describing your potential.
So I would go ahead. Oh God, Robin. Okay, Robin, that's where I say, you know what I say when those things happen, right? Well, here's what I would, so I say put it back and draw another one, but not really. So I think your potential with the 10 of Swords is to see the dawn. Is to see the dawn.
Yeah.
There's always light in that card.
Mm-hmm. Robin is a magical human.
Yes. Yes, he is. I hope he knows that.
That's how I look at him. That's how I see him. I have good fun listening to him. I really do.
Too. And Jen's Science to Soul says the Page of Pentacles. So you're right there with me, Hen. Mm-hmm. Temperance.
And I am the 9 of Pentacles.
Ooh. And Zane got the 10 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I think that mine with this has to do, I know that it's Pentacles, but I think it has to do with what I've been talking about with Amber with, I don't know, abilities.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And intuition. So
sure. Describing your potential. Why not? Right? Yeah. So second card is something exceptional about myself or the gift of me, right?
Oh, I don't know what card this is, but it's beauteous. What did you get?
Oh, what did I get? I'm so sorry. 5 of Wands. And it took me a minute to think about this card, right? Because we all have interpretations for that card. But when you look at something exceptional about yourself, right, in regards to the 5 of Wands, I tackle things head on. And I think that in the theme of it, I am enough. If I continue to, yes, Jen, the Wheel of Fortune, I can kind of roll it into, I know that's your card, but I can roll it into the 5 of Wands because I understand the wheel. I understand that if I know how to fight for myself, right? If you look at, disruption and the argument or whatever, if I learn how to fight for myself, I can stay here as opposed to getting inside my head,
Yeah. Let's see what other people have. Oh, hey, Diane. Kim, Moon Whisperer. Oh, she just jumped. The Knight of Swords. Let me scroll up a little bit. If you see any, let me know. Oh, Gerald got the star. That's a nice one.
It's the second time he's pulled that today, he said.
Okay, and Aquarius Owl got the 9 of Swords, and she says, yikes. But I think there's a positive message in that, too.
So I got to show you. So Jonathan sent me the spread, and I got to show you this because it's his feet in the sand. I just love this.
Oh, is that where he is right now?
So that's our graphic. No, he's at a friend's house. He's casting on television. Okay. That's awesome, Jonathan. Thank you.
Oh, that is awesome.
I love you. That's cool. Anyway, sorry.
Liminal Lark got the 6 of Wands. Hen got the 3 of Cups. I got, and this is, okay, so.
Daenerys, hi, honey.
Nerys, how are you?
She got the Page of Pentacles.
Hey. I got, and I love this card, I got the 4 of Discs, and the keyword says power. I've had one of those. I had a beginning of the week where I didn't feel very powerful, didn't feel like I really had. You guys have really boosted my spirits. Jamie's kicked me in the butt once, and it's all been good. So now I am back in my power again, and it's a good thing.
I think I told you I wasn't kicking your ass, right?
No, look, it wasn't a bad kicking of the ass. It was what I needed to hear. It was good.
All right. And Jen Balance Hero, what did you get again? You got the 3 of something, didn't you?
3 of Cups.
3 of Cups. Gotcha.
Wait a minute. Nerys, I'm so glad to see you. Now I'm going, hey, V. Kestrel. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I don't hate it. I don't really like it.
What?
The way the chat goes here, because when you scroll, it scrolls like 3 or 4 at a time. It's hard to control. Anyway.
All right. You want to go to the third one?
Well, wait a minute. I want to know what Jen got. Jen, what did you get? Just put it in the thing again. In the chat. Did she get the 3 of Cups?
I think so. I know. Yeah, 3 of Cups. No, that's Jen. That's Hen. So sorry. Jen Balantero, what did you get?
Thank you, Jonathan, for posting the graphic on Life Without Walls. I appreciate it. Everybody take pictures and then post them. I always forget to do that. Ooh, 8 of Swords for your potential. That was Kristen Louise. All right.
Oh, you got the Wheel of Fortune for the
for the second
one.
All right.
I got you. That's right, because I said I could connect that to the 501. So sorry, Jen. I put you like on the hot seat.
We digress for a second. Sorry, Jen. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the third card is how to be more in the present moment.
Ooh. I think I know what this is, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to say it yet.
How to be more in the present moment.
Oh gosh, this is so, I have goosebumps. So I got the 8 of Discs, and it says mastery, and of course, being who I am always trying to be mindful and in the moment.
That's a beautiful card too.
Isn't it? I love this deck. And then you would be saying the same thing.
Yeah, I got the King of Wands.
So how about you?
So
Hermit.
Yeah, if I lead, if I lead and not follow, I'm good.
Do you play well with others?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do better with leading than I do following. I mean I can follow, but I'm not a follower, you know?
Okay.
And for me to be enough, or to feel seated in being enough, and I say that humbly, not with ego. I'm a better leader than I am a follower.
No, I asked you because I really feel like you work really well collaboratively. And yes, I see you as a strong personality and also a leader. But that doesn't take from you working collaboratively with others. And I think that your strength there is that you will say something. If you have an idea, you'll say it. If you think, if you have a comment, you don't have a problem with speaking your truth.
No, but I have I enjoy listening to other people's truths too.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So what do we got?
Science to Soul Jen is saying that she's sitting in her Jillie corner. Doing this. She has a corner that I sent her a box, and she has a couple of things that I sent her, and she calls it her Jillie corner. I love you, Hen. Oh.
7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Oh, you got the 9 of Pentacles too, Jonathan. Nice.
Who else? Oh, 7 Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. But somebody said they got death.
Kristen Louise.
Oh, Kristen Louise. Aquarius Al got 6 of Wands. Naomi got the 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Are you guys all talking amongst yourself and helping you? What is the prompt again?
So sorry. I was reading. How to be more in the present moment.
Oh, well, Kristen Louise. Mm-hmm. That means just be in the present moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's actually a good card.
I do too.
I do too. I love you, Gerald. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And Naomi got the 3 of Pentacles. That's the 3 of Pentacles to me is always about, well, it is about working in collaboration, and it's about learning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Indeed. What did... Chris got the 8 of Cups too. Okay. Lots of people got the 8 of Cups. It looks like little synchronicity there.
No, this is what happens every week.
Oh, yeah.
This. Mm-hmm. Said Toadstool Tarot said, Robin says, Kristen Louise is killing it.
With the death card. Nice, Robin. Jeez.
Oh, cheese and whiz.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is it's a quick. The thing is it is a quick spread. So the 4th card is how to be more in harmony with my exceptional self. And I do have to give a shout out. So about 3-4 years ago, I came across a spread from Emerald Lotus, and it was a channeling spread, and it's 7 cards. And when I put the spread together, and then I started looking at stuff, and I'm like, oh, geez. So these questions aren't exact from her spread, but they're close enough that I need to give, obviously my subconscious was pulling that forward, right? So I got to give props to Emerald Lotus for at least the prompting for the spread from 3 years ago. So how to be more in harmony with my exceptional self.
Okay, Zane got the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, yes, and yes.
Mm-hmm.
Need I say more? Chris got the 3 of Wands. Ooh, Jackie Jacaranda, you got the World.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love it. Page of Wands we've had a lot of pages today too.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of just being in the beginning, and 5 of Wands for Vikestrel. So don't be afraid of a little bit of competition or all these wands, 4 of Wands.
Robin, you've had good cards. There's nothing wrong with your cards. 8 of Pentacles for Robin.
Yeah, what's wrong with the 8 of Pentacles?
No, he was saying finally a good card.
Oh, yeah, you did have good cards. Oh, 7. 3 of Cups.
So, Rev, what'd you get?
So I know Chris Kelly's going to have something to say about this. I got the Queen of Cups. And so, like, why are you laughing? I think it's about...
Get her, Chris. Come on, man.
I think it's about not being afraid to feel, but also...
I agree, Zane.
I think it was Chris was the one that said, that I'm kind of, and I know this about myself. I am a nurturer. So I think it is about, like, honing in on that and just kind of, just really, again, kind of being who I am, and that it's okay to have emotion and to show emotion.
Yeah, and Chris is saying she's got this. You don't need him to.
Thanks, Kelly. All right, what else?
So mine was the Eight of Wands, and I love this card so much.
Let me see. Oh, I love that Eight of Wands. Mm-hmm. And wait a minute, Zane, he said that there's wands on those kites.
Yeah, so I can't get it to focus. I know I can't. If you look right where my index finger is, right above that, there are little wands with stars.
Oh, I just, and he also said that the colors correspond with the new LGBTQ
plus Black Lives Matter.
Okay. I love it. Hi, Shayla.
So that's me moving forward and not dwelling. So that's how I stay in I am enough. I don't dwell on the shit that I can't fix or that I potentially am not. I dwell on who I am, what I know I have, and what my gifts are, right?
I think this is I'm really glad that we're going to have this in the album on Life Without Walls, because I think it's one that we can all revisit because, look, we go through times where we are,
thanks, Kristen,
where we're really strong, when we're in our power, where we really know who we are. And then there are those times when the rug gets pulled out from underneath of us. And I think that it's a really good thing to remember. This spread is a good thing to remember and a good thing to work through.
Well, it's the one thing that, so where this spread came from in my head anyway, is when I was a little kid, I love you, Jonathan. When I was a little kid, we lived in third world countries. My mom worked for the government. My dad was in the Air Force. We were everywhere. I grew up in Germany primarily. That's where I was born. But in between there, we were everywhere, And my mom was constantly telling my brother and I, you are enough. So when I hear I am enough, I hear my mom in my head,
So Robin asked if my Queen of Cups had fairy wings. Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Yes, it did. Yeah, so I'm sorry to go back to what you were just saying.
Thanks, Pete.
The things that go on when we're kids really follow through with life. So I went through a really unstable time in my childhood too. My parents divorced, and they really did not have a very happy marriage. So there was a lot of stress and strife. My safe place was my grandmother's house, my mother's mother. And so yeah, I think those things kind of follow us and shape us into the people we are. Very often, it can happen that when you go through a period of time like that, you either come out on one side or the other,
Yeah. Well, for me, my parents were together 12 years. And when they divorced, it's when we came back from the Philippines and we had been there for a while and dealing with all kinds of drama there. And there was a part of me as a little kid that believed I was responsible for them divorcing, right? And so when you have that little kid brain, you hope you have somebody that can go about turning that kind of thought process around, because that's a heavy bag to carry.
Yeah, and it the experts say that it only takes one adult in a kid's life to have a positive effect on them that can really help them turn their whole world around. So very good. Thank you, Jackie, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And thank you to everyone in chat. I think this was a great spread. So you're all welcome to come over to Life Without Walls and look in the album of all the spreads that we do. And there are 2 a week because we do one here and then we do one after Sit With Me meditation on Sundays. So there's a ton of spreads in there. And I never, here's the other thing, like, do you do spreads in your tarot practice?
No.
I don't either. I don't either. This has been such a good exercise for me. You know, being in the Marseille group, working just with Marseille cards has really taken me out of my comfort zone. And then just working with spreads on a weekly basis, it's really, I don't know, it's really opened up my perspective and my learning, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah. So you can see my altar over my shoulder there, at least part of it anyway. Yeah, no, definitely energy pulls, definitely, where's my, you know, what's the stuff that's coming that needs to keep, you know, my head on straight. But generally speaking, no, I don't do spreads. I only do spreads when I'm with my tarot family, you know, and that's okay. It actually, I'll tell you this, it actually makes me, because I'm an intuitive reader, right? I mean, I know the cards. I mean, how could I not, right? But I know the cards, but I'm more of an intuitive in that when I'm looking for that energy hit, I'm looking at what comes from out here, right? And then what's the picture? What's the whatever, you know? So when we do spreads, yeah, I'm still doing the intuition. I'm still doing whatever the hit is coming from the ether, from the guides, right? But I'm also looking at more of a traditional meaning, right?
Yeah.
So it's good for me. It keeps me on my toes.
Thank you. Jen's Balanced Tarot said that it was a great spread and right on target for the work she's doing right now. So that was fabulous.
That's awesome.
Thank you for the link to the Facebook group, Jackie. I appreciate that. And of course, everybody's welcome to come on and join that family. We're just about ready to roll. I want to just talk about the next week on Wandering Tarot. I have the fabulous Corvin Green is going to be with us, and nice. I'm really excited to have them here. And I love talking to Corvin about books, so I'm sure books will be involved, and lots of tarot. And I'm really, really excited to having Corvin with us. So until then, you all, thank you so much. You guys are a wonderful, wonderful tarot family. I'm so blessed to have every single one of you in my life, all of you. And I really, really mean that. And until next week, I'm going to say goodbye. And I think Jamie will say goodbye. So take care,
guys, thank you.
Be kind to each other. See you next week.
Bye, guys.